Most Windows users don't have problems because their computer is old. They're problems because of few habits they don't realize are hurting performance, security, and productivity. Some of those mistakes are so common that millions of people make them every day. The good news is they're easy to fix. Here are 5 Windows 11 mistakes you should stop making right now. Let's start with one of the biggest ones. A lot of people rarely restore their computer anymore. They close the lid, put the PC to sleep, and keep using it day after day. The problem is that over time, background processes, temporary files, and certain system tasks can build up and cause small issues that affect performance. If your computer feels sluggish, apps seem slower than usual, or Windows starts acting like a stranger, sometimes the solution is surprisingly simple. Restart it. Seriously, a quick restart allows Windows to refresh system processes and clear out a lot of temporary clutter. You don't need to do it every day, but if you haven't restarted your PC in weeks, now might be a good time. This one is one of the most common mistakes I see. You search for a way to make your PC faster, and suddenly you're downloading Registry Cleaner, speed boosters, memory optimizers, and all kinds of software promising dramatic improvements. The reality is that many of these programs don't help much at all. Some can even create new problems. Windows 11 already includes useful maintenance tools built right into the operating system. StorageSense can automatically clean temporary files, and Task Manager helps identify resource-heavy apps. And Windows Security already provides a solid protection for most users. Before installing another optimization tool, ask yourself whether Windows already has a built-in solution. Most of the time, it does. A surprising number of people dismiss security notifications without reading them. Windows Security isn't there to annoy you. It's there to help protect your computer. If Windows warns you about suspicious apps and unknown downloads or security settings that needs attention, take a few seconds to review it. One feature I always recommend checking is reputation-based protection. Open Windows Security and go to Apps and Browser Control. Then Reputation-based protection settings. Make sure those protections are enabled. They can help block suspicious files and potentially unwanted applications before they become a problem. No security tool is perfect, but every layer helps. If you watched my previous video, this one will sound familiar. Most people still rely on this basic clipboard. They just select and copy something, then copy something else, and suddenly, the first thing is gone. Windows already solved this problem. Press the Window key plus V and turn this on. Clipboard History is now enabled. Now again, you just try copying multiple things. Copy. Now again, press Window key plus V, and here you see the magic. Now Windows remembers multiple copied items instead of just one. Here is the password, here is the paragraph, here is the link, everything is there. This feature can save a surprising amount of time. Honestly, once you start using it, it's hard to get back. Let's be honest, we've all seen it. A desktop covered with screenshots, documents, installers, PDFs, folders, and random files. At first, it doesn't seem like a problem, but over time it becomes harder to find things, harder to stay organized, and more frustrating to work efficiently. Instead, just clear your desktop. Try creating simple folders for documents, for projects, downloads, screenshots, and important files. If you use multiple devices, consider using OneDrive to keep things synchronized. A cleaner desktop doesn't make your computer faster, but it can absolutely make your workflow better. The good news is that none of those mistakes requires a new computer, more RAM, or expensive softwares. Most of them take less than a minute to fix. Yet they can make Windows feel smoother, safer, and easier to use every single day. If this were my own PC, I would start with 2 things immediately: enabling the Clipboard History and checking all Windows security settings. Those changes alone can make a noticeable difference. Now I'd like to hear from you. Which of these mistakes do you think people most often do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want straightforward Windows updates, practical tips, and Microsoft coverage without jargon, consider subscribing to WynSektor. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.